Hi, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed this beautiful day. Well, it was beautiful here in New Brunswick. Nice, beautiful fall day. I was off today from my full-time job. Um, and I decided that today was the day that I needed to do a live to let everybody know about this great product that I've been using for the last 3 years, and specifically the one that I've been using in the last 5 months. Hi, everybody. Hi, Holly. Hi, Jeremy. Hi, Candace. Sorry if I can't see everybody's names because the sun is in my face, but this is the only way that I have enough light. It's already starting to get really dark pretty early here. So, just to give you guys a little bit of a background story, I have been suffering from anxiety for over 20 years. It started, I would say it started in high school because anxiety comes in all different kinds of forms. And for me, I guess at the time, I didn't really know that it was anxiety, but I would get easily frustrated, which would make me very angry. I guess when I was having my anxiety attacks. So I would get easily irritated by a lot of things. I would get very emotional. And at the time, I didn't have a clue what was going on. I just thought, hey, whatever, I'm a high school kid. And that's just the way it is. Then gradually, as time progressed, then I finally went to see my doctor, and he did say that I had all the symptoms and the signs of anxiety. And certain things would trigger massive panic attacks in me where I would just completely break down, didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want to do anything, didn't want to go to work, didn't want to just live a regular, normal life, I guess. This really kind of started, I guess, I'm not going to go into like full details because there's a lot to it. But what really happened is when my father passed away, I was 21, and that's when the depression kicked in. So I just kind of shut down a little bit, and I had just met this guy, so I really spent all my time with him, and thankfully he was there for me during a very difficult time in my life. And but that's when it really kind of started becoming a more serious chronic issue. I always fought it. I always said, you know what, I'm not going to let this get to me. I'm a strong person, but there comes a point where you can't just fight it anymore. And I would start having like panic attacks on a regular basis when I would go into stores, in the crowds. I couldn't breathe. My chest would clench up. I, again, would have fits of rage that were uncontrollable. Then after that, I would just bawl. I would cry and cry and cry because I didn't understand why I was so angry all the time. And it affected me at work. Some of my jobs, I had a hard time staying, calm and collected. I missed a lot of time from work because of that. And so I'm going to fast forward about 15 years, I guess. I had this really, really good job at RBC Bank. And it was sometimes, difficult to deal with clients on a regular basis on the phones. People get kind of nasty sometimes. And, on and off, I was on medication. At the time, I had decided I was off medication for 5 years. I said, you know what, I'm never going back. I'm never taking these meds again because they're hard to get off of. And they never really made me feel any better. They helped for maybe 6 months to a year. Then all of a sudden, everything would come back. And I just kept getting my dosages increased. And then I just kind of felt like I had no emotions anymore. Like I wasn't happy, I wasn't sad, I was just nothing. I was like a functioning zombie, and I didn't want to be that person anymore. So I said no to meds. But then I got really stressed out. Things started going bad in my relationship, and that started affecting my job. and it just kind of snowballed. And sorry, I got a call coming in. Yeah, so that just kind of snowballed. So I went to the doctor and I said, you know what, I need some time off work. I need to chill. I need to get myself back together. And the only way that Manulife would approve my time off work was if I was getting treated. So I said, okay, great, I'm going to get treated. I'm going to go see a psychiatrist. I'm going to go see a psychologist. I'm going to go see whoever. Whatever it takes, I'm going to go and do it. And they said, no, that's not what we mean by treatment. So I asked my doctor, I'm like, what do they mean by treatment? He's like, well, we got to put you on medication again. So I went on medication again. Biggest mistake I could have done, I should have just sucked it up and went for the treatment and kept working, I guess, because this was the worst meds they put me on. They put me on a very high dosage of venlafaxine. I was on 225 milligrams. Yeah, felt great at first. 6 months down the road, everything was still panic attack, anxiety. I'd get bad calls. I would just want to cry, and I couldn't breathe. I felt once that I was having a heart attack. It was all anxiety, and I was just really sick and tired of the meds. So I said, you know what, I'm going to start decreasing my dosage. That didn't work so good. Decreased it, then he gave me Ativan on the side to help with it more. So fast forward again, me and my boyfriend of 16 years, we break up. I was just really depressed. I had to move back home. So God bless my mom, because she took me back, gave me a place to live, helped me out a lot. But I was just really lost. And thank God I met this guy who was much younger than me, but full of energy. And he really picked me up on a daily basis and kind of just made me keep living, which was great. But things were still not good with me. I slept all the time. I did nothing. I didn't want to see my friends. So yeah, this is why I didn't want to do a live, because I knew this point would come where the tears would just come, but that's okay, because that's what it is. So anyway, I decided at this point, you know what, enough is enough. I'm getting off these meds and I'm getting my life back together. So this guy that I knew just randomly started talking to me. I'm not going to say his name. He knows who he is, and he lives in BC, and he works for a dispensary. He sent me a birthday gift. He sent me some tincture. And thank God for that, because it basically saved my life. So I always smoked pot. It helped a lot with my depression, and but it never really helped with my anxiety attacks. Sometimes it made them a lot worse. So this really helped, though. I mean, there was still THC in it, and it really helped. I took it for about 6 months, and then I started ordering some different kinds. So basically, all of this is about CBD oil. CBD oil has endocannabinoids. Our body, well, it's cannabinoids. Our body has endocannabinoids, and we have CB1, CB2 receptors that the cannabinoids attach themselves to, which help with hundreds of different ailments. And I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to say it's going to cure you or anything like that. We have many testimonials for the company that I promote for, which is HempWorks. And this little baby here is the best that I've tried in 3 years. So it's, I use the 500 or the 750. I go back and forth. And really all you do is you take little drops, you put them under your tongue, keep them there for about a minute, and it's a thing that you have to do daily. So it's a daily supplement that you have to incorporate in your diet to feel the full effects long term. So really I want to talk about it more about anxiety, because that's really what affected my life the most. But as I got older, because I am 40, I have sciatica from an injury when I was younger, from a herniated disc. I have shoulder bursitis from working on a computer my whole entire life, and I developed arthritis in my knee. Well, all of the other oils that I tried didn't really help with my arthritis in my knee. They all help with the anxiety and the sciatica. And I think they help to keep me young. Nobody believes me that I'm 40, so I guess it's got to be the CBD. But yeah, HempWorks really is the best that I've tried in the last 3 years. I wanted to share a little bit of my story. There's a lot more to it that hopefully I'll have the guts to share a little bit more someday. But I wanted to share it because I feel that this is something that can help so many people. And there's still a stigma that's surrounded, when it comes to medical marijuana or cannabis. And I really think that needs to be eliminated because it is truly a miracle plant. It can help for so many different things. And I think everybody out there really deserves to really, for themselves, to try it out. So it's not something that's going to work instantly. It's not like taking a pill or whatever, but the thing is that there's no side effects. There's no bad side effects. Everything about it is just good. It's good for your health. It's good for your digestive system. It's good for your skin, for your hair. It's good for inflammation. It just overall has changed me as a person. I am now a happy person. I am super healthy. I have a clean bill of health. I just went for a bunch of tests, piss tests, blood work, everything. My thyroid's been regulated for the last year. My medication hasn't had to be changed. I'm just completely amazed by the results that I'm getting. I'm completely amazed every day by the testimonies that we get from thousands of people that are using our products. And so I wanted to share with the world. I think everybody deserves to know how good this is, and you owe it to yourself to try it out. Seriously, if you're sick and tired of, changing your medication, being tired, being in bed, not doing anything, being in pain, and taking pills and they're not working except knocking you out, making you high, and creating all kinds of side effects, you owe it to yourself to try CBD oil. Whether it be the one that I'm promoting or another one on the market, I don't really care. I just want everybody to try it. But if you are interested in learning more about the HempWorks and you want to try it out, you just need to shoot me a message and I will be happy to discuss it. I know a lot about it. I've done all of my research, so I can answer pretty much every question that you might have, and if not, I will find someone who can. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it, and wishing you all a great night.